I am drawing that right now.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Sorry, listeners.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Whoa.
It's one of those live shows, so there was no recording available.
um,
So fuck them for once.
Damn.
Damn.
I am recording now,
So
so they're
true.
gonna hear everything you just said.
What?
Oop.
Anybody ever had
Damn, the
nitrogen
colors.
infused soda?
Ooh, yeah.
What?
Nitro Pepsi is
I
good.
don't fucking like it.
What?
What's the difference?
It's like creamy.
Yeah,
Ew.
that's exactly why I don't like it. It does. It tastes like creamy. It's like it feels like thick while I'm drinking
Yeah.
it,
Mm-mm.
and it's because it's got smaller bubbles and thus a smoother taste.
Mmm.
And I'm like, bro, I miss the bubbles.
Yeah, the
I
bubbles.
need.
Why else would you drink soda?
I know that's sweet,
That's
sweet
fair.
carbonation. Anyways, this is my 2 cents.
That's my opinion.
That's my opinion.
My eyebrows.
Um,
I love the colors on this one.
I do too.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear like the smack.
Yeah. It blows a little bit of wind, and everyone goes like, "Oh!"
Yeah. um. But yeah. Um.
We're still ahead of everyone, miraculously.
Um. Yes. But as you guys kind of like depart from the inn and look back towards Wharton, you see like kind of gaining on the horizon. You can see like the host coming from where you can see the soldiers. You can see like banners very very distantly, just an hour or two behind you guys.
Okay, cool.
Um, as you press onward and draw closer to Fort Arbor, um, yeah, you guys travel once again on the road that uh, you all started on, basically. Heading northward towards the Low Ear is how many of you guys entered the adventuring life uh,
Yeah.
many months ago. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and now, as you look, you see evidence of this ignited war. Um, and no more do you see that than when you find yourself upon a small hillock looking down into the kind of spur of the Low Ear that Fort Arbor has made its home in. Um, and you see the once very kind of naturalist and honestly kind of beautiful frontier like settlement that was Fort Arbor. You see it's surrounded and under siege. Um, you see the large, heavy wooden palisade uh, of Fort Arbor itself, where the Forrester family lives, where you guys entered so long ago, um, where you saw uh, Lord Forrester crippled by the attack from the shadows. Um, you
Where we met
see
Lysander.
where you met
Don't forget that.
Lysander, yeah, for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys see that it still has banners of House Forrester flapping from its from several turrets or towers in the walls. One of which does seem to be smoking and on fire. Um, and you see the township proper, kind of clustered around the wooden walls, seems to be kind of empty and void. The people that live there having fled. with the coming attack, either away from here or into Fort Arbor itself. And then around all of that, you see a large Riken camp. Um,
What the hell?
um,
Hmm.
and just to give you, I guess, a visual reference,
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
There's a lot of them.
yeah, you see
Yeah.
a sprawl of simple-looking tents in blocks and clusters all around Fort Arbor. You see the Rikens have chopped down many of the surrounding trees to kind of create a simple and hastily made siege palisade. They've dug like kind of shallow trenches in front and piled up earth behind to kind of create an impromptu fort surrounding the forts in a way to help with the siege. Um, you can see
Yeah.
kind of like some clusters that are, you imagine, are kind of like points of interest. Like the Rikens are kind of like all centered around these several points within their camp, but you can't quite make out what they are from this distance. Um,
Hmm.
uh, with the sun kind of like shining as it is, it's getting close to the horizon. It's about to be sunset. But you imagine it might not be a good idea to try to scout ahead any further right now.
Do
Hmm.
we do camp?
Mm,
Is this like actively on fire as we're seeing it?
Yes.
Well, fuck.
hmm.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any sort of like actual fighting going on right now. You don't see any sort of hurried movement. You don't hear any like clashing of metal or screams or anything, which you would hear from this distance. It just kind of looks like the Rikens have just kind of settled in
Yeah.
to just starve out Fort Arbor at this point.
Is this the extent of Fort Arbor? Like, there's nothing to worry about except for.
This is it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nurgash, don't you have that thing that lets you see like really far away?
My glasses?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why?
Look at them. Look at what they're all crowding around.
Okay. Can I do that?
Yeah, you kind of peer through your enchanted eyeglasses, and as your vision kind of slowly like focuses and gives you greater detail on what you're looking at, yeah, you kind of can spot uh, quite a lot of detail. You can even spot, like, as you look at some of the Riken soldiers, you can see, the stubble that some of them have grown over the siege, or the bags under some of their eyes, even as you get a look at their faces. But as you turn to focus on the kind of the POIs, if you will, the points of interest, um, you can see that there's like kind of a smaller little walled encampment within the camp here that seems to be, as you kind of peer, you see um, flapping Riken banners and kind of much more well dressed and well armored guards standing out front. You imagine this is where whoever's in charge of this endeavor is camped out there. Um, you see that they have several supply wagons and crates over here kept under guard. Uh, and then you notice over here, uh, you see that there's just kind of like great bundles and stacks of like twigs and dried grasses and hay, with several like barrels kind of positioned next to them. Um, and then finally, way over here, you see what looks to be where a team of uh, Rikens is putting together some sort of catapult.
Ew.
Hmm.
And their guest would relay all this. We got a
How-
catapult, a fancy place for the person in charge is staying, bunch of supplies, bunch of dried grass.
Would I recognize the catapult if I saw it?
Yeah, but it's way too far for you to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the plan now?
How close together are the tents?
Relatively close together, like probably like 5 feet apart. I'd imagine something like that.
Wait,
Can't
wait.
let them finish catapult.
Hmm.
We could set their entire camp on fire.
Now it sounds lame when you say it.
Well,
Uh,
I guess we could do that. I don't think it would put Fort Arbor in any danger. I think they're far enough away.
I also have an idea. I could I could Polymorph and go into the fancy tents and hear if they have a plan or something. You know, maybe that they're planning something weird. I don't know. Like that will also work.
I mean, it could, but if we attack them at night and set their camp on fire, don't they have to break the siege? I don't know.
I don't think they will break the siege, man. I think they will attack with everything. Besides, how are we gonna burn down the whole camp? Just 7 of us. 8. I'm sorry, Griswold.
We also need to be considering what our army is going to be doing after our actions are taken.
I
Kind
think
of
that if
position
we
that to
start, if we start burning this place, maybe they will try to attack Fort Harbor. You know, they will go with it. Attack.
I agree. I don't think we should make any offensive moves until we have our army.
I do like
Would
the
they see
idea
it?
of doing some reconnaissance. We can maybe find some of their greater plans for the war.
And I bet they will be talking in Raikan. I mean, of course they will be talking in Raikan. I know how to talk Raikan. I understand that. That's my native tongue.
At the very least, we need to figure out how to get into Fort Arbor. Because it's completely surrounded, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How far are we from Fort Harbor?
Like half a mile.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, I mean, that means I can cast. Ding ding. Dimension door. No, wait. How much is a mile? Yeah, I keep
Dimension
forgetting
Door is
that.
like a fifth of a mile.
Okay, cool. Fuck that shit then.
It's
Yeah,
500
right.
feet? No.
Yeah.
Is it 500
Yeah.
feet? Wow.
Yeah. Here it is.
Sheesh.
Dimension door, 500 feet.
Yeah, that's a fifth of a mile. No. Way less than that, actually.
Oh my god. Why, guys, don't you use kilometers and meters? It's so
'Cause we
much
suck.
simple. Like, it's so easy. What the fuck is a mile?
He's right here.
I'm right
I'm
there.
sorry, Miles.
That is a tenth of a mile.
What
Dimension
the
door.
fuck?
Wow.
I switched
Holy
the 5
shit.
and the 2. I thought it was 2,500. It's 5,200.
Well, I don't really see why we need to get into the fort itself right now.
Could at least put out the fires.
How much is on fire right now? Like, how is. Like, I see that it's all of these houses, but.
It's that. It's
uh,
literally just like one cluster of buildings.
But the thing is that there are no soldiers inside in this part, right?
No, this. I mean, unless people are like, you guess it could be possible that some people are like just hiding in these buildings.
Okay.
But it looks pretty deserted. Like people have fled the town or fled inside the fort.
Okay.
Um,
But they are still not advancing to the town, right?
no, and I'll say as you guys kind of look closer, and I guess you kind of peer and you can point out, there are like bodies. You see bodies in the town, the township. It seems like there have been attacks on the fort in the past, and stuff. So, but yeah, but right now it's just like a waiting game.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we'll just wait here.
Keep watch.
I can still do the polymorph thing.
I don't feel comfortable just doing nothing.
Wolf gave his suggestion.
You get the sense it would probably be best to wait until some more people show up with some more information and ideas and whatnot. Like you get the sense that all you can do right now is wait.
Damn.
Hmm.
She doesn't like that.
Like I said, it seems incredibly dangerous to get any closer than that where you are now. You reckon there's probably at least 1,000 men down there.
Sheesh.
Um,
Gee,
Just for this one little fort?
I mean, it's the seat of a great house,
My word.
and the first roadblock.
But surely 1,000 men don't care about a little rat pain.
Then we wait.
It does not take long for the Wertonite militia to the Wertonian militia to catch up along with Elmore and Roran.
So
About
with Warden's army, how many soldiers does our side have?
800.
Okay.
Yeah, they you see their column kind of make their way towards you guys, the base of the hill where you guys are at. You see the familiar Captain Tally, the half orc, that seems now to be have risen to be in charge of Wharton's militia, is kind of giving orders for everyone to like break and rest and stuff. As Elamore and Roran trudge up to meet you guys. Roran kind of like stops, like suddenly as he looks out over Fort Arbor and stuff, and he stares for like a moment, but he's like, "All right, so the fort still stands. That's good. What all have you all seen? What's the report?"
Nothing going on.
Well,
well,
don't-
they're
a
building
few,
a catapult down there.
They are. They don't seem to be advancing just yet.
I think they just want to burn down the town at this rate.
Well, that's because they know my family has a history for taking care of our small folk, our commoners. He's hoping to draw out my father or whoever's leading the defense.
would be leading the defense right now?
It could be the captain of my family's house guard, Captain Theris, or it could be my mother.
And do we know anything about that defense? Who, who is the right kind, or what are the plans? Do we know anything about that?
No.
Hmm.
Is there any way into Fort Arbor from here?
And he kind of just like gestures to the complete encirclement that they have.
Okay, so we have to go through them.
I mean, there is a sally port on the southern palisade, but I mean, if we can get a small team into the town, you guys can perhaps then get into the fort. But the main objective is to lift the siege as a whole.
So, what do you recommend?
So they're building a catapult, as you pointed out,
Mm-hmm.
and we know where their command is situated.
And there's supplies as well.
Aye.
They've also gathered quite a lot of kindling.
As I said, I think that perhaps a small team would be best.
Hint, hint.
Well, choose your
They-
best man and get back to us.
They're certainly they have more numbers than us, but if we were to knock out a few of those, if we were to handle those key points of their camp, of their siege, then that would go a very long way to evening things up.
Should we split up?
Which points do you think?
Dangerous.
I agree. What point do you think would be the most crucial?
Perhaps we could commandeer the catapult.
That'd be a fun idea.
Ooh.
It hasn't even been built yet.
Maybe we finish building it first.
I
We can-
imagine they're going to
We
be
can
working
disguise
on it
ourselves.
through the night, so I imagine it'll be finished by tomorrow morning. Do you all know how to crew a siege weapon?
No,
You just pull
I
it,
don't think
right?
any of us do.
We don't
Elmore-
use catapults at sea.
Elamore's like, there's, as I understand it, a tremendous amount of math involved.
Oh,
Oh. Wait, I'm smart. I know math.
well,
You
as
know
long
your
as you don't
numbers?
take your hat off.
Does somebody know their numbers?
Yeah.
Me, I know my numbers.
But yeah, Rowan's like, my instinct is to say the catapults the most pressing, but I think what would do the most damage is taking out their leadership.
Wolf cracks his neck.
Okay, so we attack the leaders, and then one of us shoots a fireball at the catapult and destroys it.
Okay.
How are we gonna get close
I
without all of them
yeah,
discovering us?
I would then say that you're surrounded by 1,000 some odd Riken soldiers, completely cut off.
Fine, back to the drawing board.
That's why I'm saying we can disguise ourselves. We have magic for that.
I certainly.
Yeah.
As Riken soldiers?
Yeah.
Dude, everyone get your human sonas out.
I guess that might work.
Yeah, man. And if they ask something, I can bullshit and I can say stuff, and I'm gonna say like, "Oh yeah, how I miss Moritzburg," and blah 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 blah, and they will be, yeah. It's that easy, man. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah,
how hard it can be. Yeah, there you go. You already got it, man. I'm gonna teach you how to speak Riken one day, Lysander.
It is the worst idea in the world.
As you guys are kind of talking, you hear, you are all suddenly kind of like shushed by Roran.
Oh.
Roran like holds a hand out, and he like seems to be listening, and he kind of like, it's like quiet for a moment. You just hear like kind of a soft wind across the hills, and you hear, as it kind of cocks, as you hear kind of distantly, just like a, whoo, whoo.
LSD?
Our friend.
Oi, mate.
No fucking way.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
What is that, Merwin?
Sure fucking is.
That's and he kind of looks towards a small like kind of copse of trees nearby, and you all see there is a pale colored owl, a very large pale white owl on a branch that is like cooing. And as Roran kind of like looks, the owl seemingly have gotten his attention. You see some figures step out from the trees.
Little singers.
Figures. And as they step out, you see that they are all wearing deep green cloaks.
Ooh.
And have many of them have like long bows kind of slung over their backs or carried in their arms. There's about like a dozen of them, and they kind of begin to like jog forward, and you see one kind of middle-aged dark-skinned man kind of saunter forward and clasp hands with Roran, and they kind of talk to each other in some hushed tones. Before Roran kind of like turns to like motion for you guys to come closer, and he pulls this guy a little closer, and he's like, well, this is certainly a boon from the Wild Mother. This is one of my father's head rangers, Thaddeus.
That he is.
And he's like, please, you can just call me Thad. And you see he's like, he looks like he's been rough living for the last several days, and more so than probably like a woodsman like him would be accustomed to. You can see some like scratches and some like hastily bandaged wounds, as well as like heavy like soot stains across his face and clothes. All of them seem to have that. And he's like, If it wasn't for the elves, my lord, I don't think we would have made it out of the low here. We've been following that owl for a better part of a day. Auroran's like, well, it's good to have you with us, Ranger. I hope your men are ready for a bit more work, because there's still some more work to be done. And he's like, of course, my lord. Me and my rangers are willing to do whatever you need of us, whatever your family needs. And he kind of like nods, and he kind of explains. He takes him to the top of the hill, and Roran goes over the situation. He points out what you guys have told him and stuff. At this point, the sun is kind of like fully, nearly fully set. The sky's like kind of darkening tonight, and you can see the Wartonians are all kind of like huddled together. None of them are lighting any fires or anything. You can see somebody like kind of start to spark tinder, and you hear like the kind of whisper yell from Captain Tally for him to knock it off. But yeah, Warren's kind of like, as night's falling, I think this will be our time to make a move, so,
Wolf cracks his neck again.
what,
Damn.
well, we need to go over a plan. I do think it'd be best if we try to utilize or knock out every single focal point in the camp. Vikings and armies in general thrive on order and stability, and if we can cause as much chaos or disruption to that on the eve of battle, that would be best.
You know what will be extremely good at causing a lot of trouble? A T-Rex. Right in the middle of the camp. Push. Ponder about it. Just think about it, man. Just let it there. I'm gonna just leave it there for you to think about it.
Let's save that for the battle proper, I think.
Okay, yeah. That's also a good, really good idea. Yeah.
I think stealth will be our greatest asset here. If we can get in and get out without attracting too much attention or raising too great of an alarm, then that gives us a much better chance for tomorrow.
So, disguise as it is.
But who's doing what?
Wolf will rip and tear.
I kind of think I could. Wait, Doug, don't you have a lot of poison?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at poisoning those Riken nobles.
Okay.
They're
You
just
could
like
poison the
this.
supply boxes, actually.
I have an idea. What if Dog and I, me and Little Doggy Dog, we polymorph and get into the tent of the captain, and we kill him with poison.
Yeah, okay.
Thad is like, why don't you just like slit his throat?
Isn't that a lot more attention than just putting poison in his drinks or something?
Well,
What if we put poison in the drinking well?
if you slit his throat, that way you know he's dead. If you poison him, you're not gonna know he's dead until hours later.
Oh, I have an idea. What if we
True,
put
remember
poison
that
in his
one
drink?
noble?
What if
And
we
then
pour
slit his
poison in
throat.
his drink? Exactly. Oh my god, you got my back, man. You got my back. You got me.
The ranger kind of like rubs his chin and he like kind of is like gives that like nod of approval.
Could we see, or I guess could Nurgash see, like, how many people were in the, like, small leadership?
There
Camp?
seem to be always two. By now you would kind of recognize the really like ornate black and gold plate armor of the Mage Knights. As you guys have been watching, there's always been at least two standing guard, and you can see kind of the heads and movements of at least probably half a dozen people inside the little compound. You don't know how many of them are soldiers, how many of them are just servants. You know, but at least a half a dozen inside and two Mage Knights always at guard.
Hey, what'd you say, doggy dog?
Yeah, I could do that. You could get in pretty easy, I bet.
Yeah, man, I can polymorph us. And I could hear them, like maybe get some intel. Oh, maybe the commander is talking about, cheating on his wife, and I can use that for later,
That would be kind of juicy.
Right?
Secrets,
I could
perhaps?
do. See. I could do this. And I cast disguise self on myself to turn into the most basic, like dead-looking Riken soldier that we've seen.
You're like really pale.
Yeah. And a little short.
Okay, so you two are doing that.
Okay, then. Fuck. Okay, let's do this. Champagne is also gonna cast disguise self on herself to, look like a normal wrecking guy.
Wolf, what are you doing again?
Ripping and tearing.
Well, I'm in.
Perhaps we should focus that wonderful murderous energy somewhere.
Taking down the catapult.
Sounds good.
I could soak through the tinder with my decanter, but I'm afraid that might not be enough.
What if Thad speaks up? What if you let me and my men take care of the tinder?
That's fine by me.
Me and Sweetgrass can take the supply then.
I think maybe not only remove their supply, but take it back to Port Arbor.
Oh, I love that. How to
We
carry
might-
it?
Yeah, I was about to say, Roran's like, how do you plan on doing that?
Well, there's wagons down there.
Don't we have a bag of holding somewhere?
Lysander can turn into a horse.
He can turn into.
I can do
Carrots.
that.
I can also enlarge him.
Into a
Giant
large
Viking in the middle of the Reich encampment.
I'm not opposed to just destroying it if that's what to do.
But maybe what we need to do. I don't see us transporting it across their barricades.
mean, if Dog would give you some of her poisons, then you could still poison it. That way, whatever breakfast they have the next morning will.
Ooh, that is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you,
Yeah,
Thaddeus.
sure. Here, she'll give, I guess, 2. I think she only has 3, so
2 poisons.
2 poisons.
2 poison, 1 for each of us.
All right, now be sure to drink it if you get caught.
Ooh, I'm not doing
Not-
I don't know about that.
No, oh wait, it's not that type of stealth mission. Then never mind.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, Roran's like, I'll go with the Rangers. There will be a signal that will hopefully be a sign for all of you guys to go about doing your parts.
Okay, so
I'll use
we'll all
my-
get in position and then wait for the signal.
Yes, I'll have a decent number of men with me. I don't mind offering ourselves up to be the distraction.
Good luck, I guess.
Yeah, he looks at the sun that's like just losing its last couple rays as it dips below the horizon, leaving you guys all in night. The Rykins begin to light campfires and whatnot, and the glow of the still kind of burning buildings and tower illuminates part of Fort Arbor.
Ooh.
And
Night
he's like,
Oh, nice.
night mode.
Ooh.
And he's like, Roran's kind of like, Wild Mother, watch over all of you. I hope you all can meet back here before sunup.
See you then, Roran.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Hey, by the way, Nora, can you ask the stars? Can you do something about that? Can you like ask her if everything's gonna be like okay, or like I don't know, do something with that? You said you cool.
Yeah. You see them kind of look up towards the sky as the stars like just kind of begin to shine now that the light of the sun is gone. And you see them kind of their eyes like tracing the constellations and them mumbling stuff under their breath. They reach into their cloak and pull out on a string a brilliant kind of pale blue gem that has like sparkles of white on the inside, almost looking like starlight. And they kind of say like a prayer. And as the gem glows, little motes of light kind of float away from it and like fly towards all of you and dissipate as they impact. And Nora's like, divining the future in any sort of concrete ways, it's very, very difficult. But I know enough to sort of, I guess, nudge fate in the right direction. And Nora's given all of you guys basically like an improved guidance. You have 1d6 that you can add to any roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Just once, kind of like a bardic.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the next, it lasts a night, so you'll have it for until the sun comes back up.
wait. Or like put that?
Let them know.
Kind of a little scared that we're getting all these buffs.
Hey,
Nah, it's okay. What are you
It's fine.
afraid of? Yeah, it's okay.
It's fine.
It'll be fine. Nothing bad ever happens to the troll slayers.
Nothing bad ever happens to us.
maybe it's because I designed an encounter where I knew you guys would have to split up.
Mm.
Nothing bad ever happened to the Troll Slayers.
So yeah, Dog and Champagne, you guys have a disguised self,
Mhm.
to look like,
Yeah.
just very generic, plain-faced looking human men.
Mhm. It changes our armor too, right?
You can modify your clothes and stuff, yeah.
Can we look more like captains or like a high
Yeah,
ranking officer?
you have
Good idea.
remembered
Good idea.
you've remembered seeing soldiers amongst the Rikens that were very obvious, like some sort of officer, yeah, caste. So you, so both of you, yeah, you find yourselves wearing these breastplates with emblazoned with filigree of the large dragon of the Riken Empire.
This is weird.
You're both wearing like very very well made, brightly dyed black and yellow gambesons with kind of like thick, poofy shoulders, and with simple greaves that kind of hide your black and yellow tights that you've seen the officers wearing.
What the fuck does Dalek look like?
And also very wide brimmed hats with a yellow feather sticking out of them.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to be shorter.
She's got
'Cause I
wide
think you
eyes.
can only. Yeah.
Dog's Napoleon sized.
Oh, we're gonna draw that. Hey, Doug.
Huh?
Do you think Nora hates me for almost stabbing them?
Nah, they seem like they got over it.
Okay, cool. Okay, men, listen to me. If anybody talks to you, you just nod and do like, hmm. And if you have to talk to someone, you just say, hello, guten Abend, officer. Nothing else, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
You
cool.
do the talking.
Okay, I'll do the talking. If they ask something, your name is Johannes. You got that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. And my name will be Basil.
Whoa. I have a wife and 2 kids.
And I also have a wife, but I am cheating on her.
Ooh.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
Serious face.
Wolf and Nurgash, you guys are going to be tackling the half-constructed siege engine. Is there any sort of preparation that either of you guys go about?
Fuck no. Wolf hopes 1,000 of them come marching at him.
Well, I'm sure glad to be killing with you tonight.
And Lysander and Sweetgrass, you guys are going to poison the supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any preparation you guys make?
Well, we need to figure out how we're actually going to get there unnoticed.
Do you not know a disguise self plan? I mean,
No,
spell.
she doesn't have anything to.
Oh, you guys can polymorph
Control.
into, I don't know, little insects or bats.
I can't poly.
You can't?
I mean, I do have a high deception score.
I have a scroll of invisibility.
Ooh.
Mm,
I'll change it to a creature, and you can be invisible.
Okay.
He hands you the scroll. but you can't see it.
It's like the scroll from Kung Fu Panda, but there's nothing in it.
All the text is invisible.
And you're like, it doesn't work, but no one can see you.
Somebody has Pass Without a Trace, right?
Me.
Be a very powerful spell.
Yeah, I'll definitely cast that here. I forgot that it probably wore off.
I was just like, technically, I think you have to like stay with the caster. I will hand wave that in this instance.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
you
they're
may give-
close enough.
Yeah, you may give the whole team
Oh fuck yeah.
that bonus.
Hell yeah.
Oh my.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
a +10.
Plus
It's a
10 to
plus 10.
stealth.
Yeah.
Do dexterity checks, specifically stealth.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
We all
But,
got our
like-
plan.
Go.
Are Wolf and Nurgash even trying to stealth?
Wolf
I-
will try to stealth.
I was gonna say, I would recommend you do.
Okay, I was gonna say, because
Yeah.
if we're not, then
Nurgash, Wolf. I know you guys don't want to do this, but please try not to make a scene. We're trying to be stealthy here.
since we ever made a scene,
You, as you say that, you see Doug and Champagne beatboxing while they walk away, looking like
Hey,
dragons.
hey, you guys! Hey, he's like falling
You're
out.
talking to the wrong group.
Let's just go.
now you be safe out there, Lysander, Sweetgrass.
I have no say in the matter.
Dive in.
Eat shit
Well,
and
okay.
die.
Well, what a nice Harangon. Anyways, let's get going.
Wolf crouch.
Ooh, Skyrim. Stealth. So yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
oh
go
my
and give
God.
me. Everybody go and give me a stealth check.
Wait,
uh,
are Doug and Champagne trying to stealth? Because
guess
we
you
all
know-
already look like.
You don't need to, I guess, right now.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the pass without a trace bonus?
Plus 10.
Thank
And you have
God.
advantage because
Oh
you're.
my God.
Woo! Oh yeah.
Sheesh.
Dude, me
Oh.
and Nurgash are the fucking knight, bro. We are the knight.
My dexterity is also-
Oh my God.
Nurgash is like
Yo,
walking on the ground like an actual turtle.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
dude, I can only listen to the scary music that goes like dun 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 when a scene like this is going on.
17 enough?
Stealth music.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
What are you polymorphing into?
That is a good question.
Oh yeah, maybe like a little bird.
Little bird.
Can I do
Okay.
that?
Sure. What kind of bird?
One that I've seen before. That I vaguely
Generic
remember.
bird.
So a seagull.
Actually,
Actually, yeah. Give me a nature check real quick.
Oh my God.
He's a beast master.
okay.
You do not turn into a bird that very obviously is not native to this area.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you pick a totally like normal like.
You an owl.
Average.
You literally just saw an owl.
Dude,
Maybe-
fuck off.
That was a giant. That was a big owl. You want some?
It's like a
tiny-
little-
It is a smaller one.
Those aren't native here.
Like the Rikens would know that.
Yeah, you polymorph into a little bird,
Just a little,
and
little bird.
yeah, you feel confident that you probably will have escaped notice.
Okay, cool. probably try to fly like above where anyone would look anyway.
You're gonna airdrop the poison.
But yeah, as you guys begin to make your way into the camp, we got great stealth checks all around. So the two teams that are splitting off, you guys find yourselves kind of creeping around the outskirts of this encampment until both of you kind of see like a gap in the patrols around the perimeter that under the cover of night you guys are able to kind of slink into. So you guys, you're totally invisible. And Nurgash and Wolf, as you guys stalk inside, you feel not only your skills as adventurers at this point, but also the potent magic that Lysander wields, like fully. The shadows like almost like stick to you guys as you creep between the tents and whatnot. Wolf, as you kind of find yourself prowling between these tents.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
He went to the bathroom.
oh,
He didn't say anything.
He didn't.
Hey, it's going up. Can I put music?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Let me think. Stealth medieval music.
You should do the Mission
Music.
Impossible thing.
Music for when you wanna steal from a noble person in a medieval city.
Okay,
Huh?
he's back.
I was taking a piss.
Nope.
Cleaning up my
Go on.
ears. Oh, God.
But yeah, Wolf, as you find yourself prowling through the tents and whatnot, you kind of like stop every once in a while. I imagine you're taking the lead as the
Probably
hunter and whatnot.
unintentional. Because
Yeah.
you sound like Ryle.
You find yourself kind of like in the midst of like a cluster of tents. None of them have any sort of like candles or anything lit inside them, but you hear like snores and coughs of sleeping Rykins all around you.
Yes, the try. He's gonna make a con save.
Do it.
For what?
To not fucking kill these guys.
God, get one.
Do it for Raw Red.
Yeah, he barely holds on.
Yeah, you like close your eyes and like.
The beast inside me that I was just talking to.
Yeah, you like. Yeah, Nurgash, you can hear like kind of the subtle like, not squealing's too hard, but like that subtle kind of like squeezing sound of the haft of Wolf's axe as his grip goes like white knuckled, as he seems to be kind of like fighting something inside of himself.
Nurgash has a sickening radiance prime.
Oh my
That's
god.
my ride or die.
But yeah,
I'll take care of this group.
you overcome it and continue to make your way towards the half-built catapult. Champagne and Dog. You guys find yourself sauntering down what once was a kind of small, very simple dirt road, is now excuse me, is now like a muddy trench from the passage of these 1,000-odd soldiers and their carts and their equipment and whatnot. So you guys are kind of almost waddling as your boots, quote unquote, sink into the mud and like are pulled out with like a wet sucking sound as you trudge forward, until you get to a cluster of 3 guards. One's kind of leaning on a halberd, the other 2 are just kind of equipped with like simple swords. and they're squatting around a simple little fire. And the one with the halberd he's leaning against kind of notices you all, and he's like, "Hello."
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, we bring information from the that we just bring information for the captain, officer.
Officer.
Go and give me a deception check with advantage.
Oh,
Both of
I'm
us or just
so
champagne?
good at those.
Just champagne right now.
Okay, okay.
Wait, let me see. What was my deception? Okay. Advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Champagne is trying really hard not to beat himself.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
What the hell?
damn!
Holy shit.
That happened again.
What are the odds?
He kind of looks a bit like skeptical at you, but then you kind of like puff out your chest, and you're wearing like this glittering breastplate, and you look the look, and so he's like kind of
Yes.
like,
You gonna let me pass, lowlife? Don't you see we have information for the captain here? Don't you wanna finish like the Bon Leopolds did? Yeah?
he kind of he looks like he's like, oh, yeah, of course, sir. And he's about to wave you through. When one of the other guys is like, shouldn't we look at their passes, or if they have a seal? That's what we are ordered to do.
I'm gonna turn around to look at him and I'm gonna say, do not waste my time. Right now, we are under attack. Let me go. I'm gonna try to intimidate this guy.
Give me an intimidation check.
This is making me shit myself so hard.
I'll help. I'll help.
How
Oh
do you-
shit.
Let's go.
They don't need it.
Yeah, you kind of like lean forward, and kind of like whisper this almost to him, this other soldier, and he's like, yeah, well, sir, of course, my apologies.
Mhm.
And they all kind of lower their heads and let you pass.
Don't let it happen again. Let's go, Johannes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All three of them go.
While we walk, I'm gonna say to Dog, via our mental link, Lysander's mental link, I wanna say, Dog, I think I beat myself a little bit.
Don't worry, it blends in with the gold on the pants.
You're so right, but. Ooh, okay, let's go.
You did great.
Thank you. That was like, wow. I felt powerful, man. Yeah, what do we see once we're inside?
As you make your way forward, you see these rows and rows of these tents. Some you see some like kind of larger ones that are like communal, like there's probably like 4 or 5 soldiers to each one. Some are like just single person. It seems very much like just wherever they were conscripted or raised from has their own style of equipment that the soldiers are given. But yeah, you kind of both of you give me charisma saving throws
Ooh.
as you guys are making your way through the camp to see if you can keep the air, the ego and the aura that you need.
Can I tap Dog, like put a hand on Dog's shoulder and cast guidance for this?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Would that stack with whatever Nora gave me?
Yeah.
Okay, slay.
This is the moment for that, I guess. What's my charisma? Saving throw, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
I'm good at this
God.
shit.
Oh.
Man.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Wow, I'm running really good, man.
Yeah, Champagne, you kind of like lean into the stuff that was kind of hammered into you as a child, this kind of air of superiority that your family feels that they're born with, and so you're able to kind of like strut through the camp, um, almost like walking above the like mud and stuff and the
If someone
smelly
was to see
riffraff.
Champagne's legs, his neck, see, his knees are buckling. He's like walking like a little sissy walk.
Um, but Dog, as you are kind of making your way through the camp, um, you just do you're having trouble staying on top of like this idea of like you're in charge, you're an officer, you need to act like it. You're a noble, and like you like bump into like a soldier, another Riken, and you can't help but let out a little like sorry like squeak.
Yeah.
And the soldier kind of like turns to you, and he seems to be like not like a noble or anything, but certainly like a career soldier that is a bit a cut above the other like conscripts and levies and whatnot. And he kind of turns and he's like, "Pardon? You say sorry?"
No,
E-
officer.
Johannes, not again with this. Come on, we don't have time. Excuse my friend here. He's been having a lot of problems. You know how it is. Without, let's be frank, my friend. Without woman here, without the luxuries of home, you know how it is. It's hard on us. Yeah.
He kind of like looks at both of you. His eyes kind of linger on you, Dog. And he's like, oui, oui, that is certainly felt. Uh, where are you? Where are you two from?
Is he speaking common?
He is speaking common. He's not speaking Riken.
It's a fucking trap. It's a trap.
I'm gonna ask him. And why? Oh,
I'll say both of you give me perception checks real quick.
Okay.
he says sellsword. Oh my god, why am I rolling so
Holy shit.
good?
Yeah, both of you realize that you've heard like a mix of it, of Riken, Common, as well as a few other like human languages. The Empire has swallowed the entirety of the Midlands at this point, and it seems that they draw a lot of their conscripts even now from it. So there is like a smattering of other languages, and Common is still common. So.
I'm gonna ask him, the friend, so do not hear you speaking the language of our empire, so can you care to tell me where do you come from? Yeah? I think Champagne is gonna say that in Riken to see if he answers back in Riken.
He kind of like
In his perfect Riken with
Another,
even the
another group infiltrating.
yeah.
he kind of like
This is he's part of the other Trolls-layers that are
the
here.
anti-troll slayers. He
The
kind
Achilles.
of he looks at Dog one last time, Johannes, and he kind of like sneers and he's like, "Your tongue is not my tongue, sir. We are citizens of the Empire. This is true, but we still all have our histories, no?"
Interesting. Well, let me tell you, I come from Will Champagne, like, okay, I'm gonna say a random name of a city. I come from a little town, from a little, you could even call it a fiefdom near Santia. I come from a really important family, so please just. We have some stuff to do right now, some people to talk to. Johan is my friend here, and I. And, good sir, if you could let us just go.
Go ahead
We
and
won't
give
take.
me another deception check with advantage.
I wanna pee myself. Okay. 22. 17. 22.
22.
Nice.
Yeah, you kind of rattle off where you're from, and Champagne being a scion of a noble family of the empire, you definitely have like a working knowledge of the regions of the empire at least. And so yeah,
I talk with a
Santia,
perfect
yeah,
Riken accent.
I would say you're good if you actually subtly change your accent to be more like you're from Santia, which
Oh,
would be like
damn.
more Spanish. Um, uh, just enough to like to sell that you were raised there, but you're
Mhm.
also Empire all the way, so you don't lose that Riken accent either. And he definitely seems to buy this. He's like, Santia, I hear it's very beautiful there.
The
I mean,
wine, the woman.
it's no Galeron, but I digress. I
Yes.
merci. I am very sorry for keeping you, officers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See.
And he kind of gives you a short, not very like respectful bow, but enough to for appearances, and he kind of goes to rejoin the other troops he was walking with. You guys like hop behind like in like an alleyway of tents basically, and you're like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was
um,
almost bad.
What?
That was almost bad.
Yeah, man. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, but we did it. We can keep this up, right?
Yeah.
You got this, man.
Yeah.
Come on. You got this. Please. Just come on, okay? You got this. I'm gonna cast Bardy Inspiration on the dog.
Okay. Yeah. We
Okay,
got this.
Let's go. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I
We
guess
keep.
you just go to the.
yeah, you guys psych each other up and step out once more, making your way towards the officers' tent. Where we pan over to Sweetgrass and Lysander.
Oh shit.
Whoop.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lysander, you're kind of you're flying, right?
Yeah.
You're like above. Um, Luckily, you cannot see Sweetgrass at all as she goes her own way essentially. But through the link, you're able to like feel her,
Mm-hmm.
and so you kind of know um,
Mhm.
a bit where she is. There's almost like a weird like kind of warbly like psychic outline around her as she like stalks through the camp.
Mhm.
But yeah, so guys, you're completely invisible as you kind of like creep through the tents. Um, there's like a few heart-stopping moments where you like step out into like the quote-unquote street between the rows of tents, as like some soldiers like are laughing and stuff as they walk by. Certainly, like having would have seen you if
Mhm.
you were not invisible, and you have to like kind of like cover your mouth so you don't gasp as they like
Mhm.
just easily walk by. Um, and so yeah, it's pretty steady going with Lysander flying above. you being completely invisible. And so you get to like kind of a largish like clearing in the tents where you see several wagons have kind of been pulled up. Lots of crates and barrels and stuff are kind of stacked. Some are like cracked open. And you can see like bundles of supplies and food, barrels full of water, and even some like wine kegs and stuff.
Mhm.
And this all kind of encircles a large fire that you can see. A great big pot is over, and there seems to be a couple soldiers kind of gathered around it, and one is like stirring it.
The Forever Stew.
Oh, the pot.
Forever stew.
Forever
Forever
stew, baby. Nothing hits during a siege like some forever stew.
Oh
Dude,
man, I
my
could go
God.
for some
When
Forever
you're-
Stew right
when
now.
you- When you're in the 8th month of your siege and the fucking your boy found some a hunk of ham to add to the forever stew.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That was some good shit.
for king and country, baby, for king and country.
Might make you blind though.
Might make you blind. You don't know how old that ham is. But you just been eating stone soup this whole time at this point, so you don't even care. But yeah, you see this. You see the supplies and the food pot sitting in front of you. Lysander, you kind of looking down at all this. However, before you can make a move, I need a dexterity saving throw, Sweetgrass.
Oh fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Okay,
Eee.
We have
I
some things. We have some things.
we have some things.
This is the moment to use lucky.
Yeah, use Nora's thingy too, if you can.
I feel like even if I did, I don't think
Yeah.
I'd get it up.
We'd want to
You know what?
re-roll here.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos.
Hog.
Oh my god.
Alright, dirty 20.
Okay,
Okay, here we go.
Dirty
gonna-
twin.
She's
That
gonna
was bad.
cast. She's gonna cast Fireball.
Yeah, she meta magic.
So the dirty 20. There's like a moment where you're kind of you're focused. You're kind of like, okay, there's the food, there's the supplies. You can get the poison into it, and as you're kind of thinking about, oh, there's like 6 guys here. There's suddenly a kind of light behind you as the tent that you're kind of crouched a few feet in front of, the flap gets thrown open. And you hear the squelch of somebody like stomping out into the mud, and
Ew.
there's like you're all of a sudden kind of shunted like 2 feet to your left as like the burst of panic as the light hit you manifested your inherited magic, and your body is kind of like shunted a few feet over in a protective manner, as this man would have just blundered right into your invisible form. But he kind of trudges just inches right past you, carrying 2 bowls, and you hear him kind of shout. He's like, I had an extra, and he there's like some jokes and jabs and whatnot from the gathered soldiers. Yeah, close call.
You said she already poisoned it?
No, you're like thinking
Okay.
about how to do it and stuff.
I was actually thinking she'd probably be. Sorry. Maybe a little bit. Huckleberry, sit down.
He's trying to help.
I guess apprehensive in a weird way, thinking about how all these things about killing she's been thinking about.
Mhm.
So it probably takes her a little bit to like actually get up there and drop it in.
Mhm. I'll say, Lysander, after you can sense that apprehension, that hesitation from Sweetgrass.
Sweetgrass. Easy going. We're almost there.
I know. I can do it.
Yeah.
Something you need to tell me to do.
Okay. Yes. Steady as she goes.
It's a little worse when you're talking.
Sorry. Do you want me to stop talking?
Yes.
Okay. You're doing great. Okay, so we have to poison this stew, right? Like, come on, this is like the key item here, the stew.
Mm,
Or could we perhaps get away with poisoning the water, perhaps?
I'd say you get the sense that both of those in conjunction would be enough to.
yeah. We don't have to
two,
put.
two objectives pop up. You know, poison the pot, poison
We
the
have
water
two
barrel.
poison. We have two hands.
We have two hands.
But they are all
What's on the
gathered
first
around
two?
the fire.
What did you say? Sorry.
They are all gathered around the stew, so I need to distract them with something.
Mm.
Did you say poop?
Who said
Yeah,
that?
her.
Is Lysander going to distract him?
I think that's probably his first thought, is to like fly down there and try to maybe poop on him. I don't know. I don't know what's at least like scratch it like one of their faces and like fly somewhere close. Like maybe there's
Try-
like pretending like he has a nest there that he's guarding or something.
I like that.
Mm.
Go ahead and give me like a performance check with advantage.
Performance, you say?
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
My guy.
yeah,
Good
you
rolls tonight. Good rolls.
Yeah,
Uh,
a combat session is gonna suck.
you do like a pass over them, and there's like a wet like pattering sound, and one of them's like, "Is it raining?" And the other, the guy next to him like crops a hand over his mouth, and
his
starts to
mouth.
laugh, like through his palm, and there's some like cursing as that guy realizes he's been like shit on by this bird. Another guy's like about to be like, I hear that's actually good luck. You know, if you get shit on by a bird. And Risey says that, Lysander, you come in for another pass, and totally just like drag one of your talons across this guy's like eyes.
Oh, damn.
You don't know if you blind him or not, but he's definitely like, ah! He starts to scream in pain, and they all
Take
kind
this,
of
you
start to
heathen!
they start to like shout in like alarm, and there's some like commotion in some of the tents around you. Like some guys like poke their heads out. Some passing guards like look over. Then they see this group of guys all like trying to chase you in bird form, or like throwing like rocks or like their shoe at you. And pretty much everyone kind of just like rolls their eyes or like goes back to doing whatever they're doing. And so guys, yeah, you feel like you have a pretty open and clear moment to poison all these young men.
With wives and families.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll go for it. Yeah.
I mean, I would say no roll needed. Really, you're invisible, and Lysander's already distracting them. So I'd say it's pretty simple. You have to dump one of the poisons in the bubbling pots. You see, like, is it the what was it? The heart's blood flower poison? Is that what it is, Jenny?
I don't remember.
Is the one you just got?
Uh,
Is that what you gave?
yes,
the
yeah,
one you
yeah.
just
That's the
made?
only one that she has. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like this thick, almost like red syrup comes out, but very quickly like plops into the pot, and very quickly like kind of is absorbed by the stew. And you do the same thing to the big, huge, heavy water barrel. It's like it's probably like as big around as like Wolf, like in almost as tall as him. Like this, imagine that all the soldiers like fill their water skins from this barrel each day, and so yeah, you pour out this poison in it that completely filters through the water. Yeah.
Don't you like wonder
Objective.
What it tastes like though?
What?
Once we added the extra ingredient, like what it tastes like?
You get the sense that both these things are enough of like a. There's enough solution that the poison will be tasteless in it, but still have.
Better be, it's fucking poison.
Hell yeah.
How much longer on my invisibility do
Probably not too terribly long. Probably like 20 minutes. Same with the disguise self.
Okay.
But
Could have been sneaky boys. Like me and the old man.
We can recast.
We're good. We're good though.
But
as you finish poisoning the water barrel, you're like standing like in the wagon basically that it sat in front of to get high enough to pour the poison in. When the lid's still open, you're like just trying to get it back on when somebody kind of saunters over towards it with an empty looking water skin. You see like a very young man, probably 17, 18, something like that. A very thin, like kind of wispy teenage like mustache. As he kind of hurries over, kind of back hunched, as he fills his water skin. You can hear water kind of pattering on the ground as his hands shake as he tries to fill the water skin.
Gold. Hurry up, sweet grass.
I'm gonna slap it out of his hand.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll that you're proficient in, either strength or dexterity, with advantage.
So proficient with advantage.
Yes, and using either strength or dexterity.
Hmm. $18.
Yeah, 18. More than enough. You slap this water skin out of this kid's hand, and it patters into the mud and kind of bubbles out. And he kind of looks alarmed at his now empty hands, and he looks up right at you, Sweetgrass, as the spell fades.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of whisper to him. Go home. This life's not for you.
He just stares at you for a moment before he takes a deep breath in.
No!
Intruder! Intruder!
Oh my fucking.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Poor
and the
little
epilogue,
child.
Nurgash and Wolf look at each other and go, well,
Wolf immediately thinks it's champagne and dog.
and they told us to be careful.
We're actually the only ones that are doing an amazing job. Excuse me.
The only ones, huh?
Well.
Alright. Oh my
Wolf, you
goodness.
could be doing a little bit better.
I guess so. Next time I'll roll a nat 21.
What are you gonna do?
Don't worry, we're gonna come save you when Nurgash casts Dance Macabre.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. With what?
We can make bodies.
Oh, we can make some
God.
bodies.
Astarion summoned those bitches out of thin air. I'm sure Nurgash can too. GG.
Sorry.
GG.
GG gamers, GG.
GG.
Good sesh. Good sesh.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
This is what she gets for
Yeah.
sparing the life.
Yeah,
That's
that's what you
right.
get for having
Come on.
morality.
I mean, she already killed one. What's another one?
No.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, once your hands are stained, they're stained forever. Everyone knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, someone gets it. Well, at least they only get sweetgrass.
Yeah.
I guess that is true. Lysander's still a bird.
Yeah.
Some kind of
Now the
restaurant
question
that-
is, do you guys cut your losses, or do?
They're gonna make Champagne and Dog like execute her from the gallows.
Holy
Holy shit!
Wolf and Nurgash are gonna be hiding in the shadows.
Be really funny.
Pull the trigger, officers.
Pull the trigger.
You know, we could probably still save her.
Do you want to?
Nurgash of all people wanting to save her is so funny.
Oh, Nurgash absolutely wouldn't want to, but he acknowledges that everyone else likes sweetgrass a fair bit.
Does he know that though?
He's buried whatever ill feelings he's had towards her.
What a king.
I feel like she's generally just tolerant as a semi-valuable member of the party.
Semi-valuable.
Now we know how it is.
Yeah, we can't.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see if your children die and if Nurgash resurrects them for you to ask 3 questions to or whatever.
She would literally kill you if you fucking tried that.
he's just like, well, Sweetgrass, you want to say any last words for him?
Like,
What are you talking? Speak with the dead.
We're like a very large distance away from where their body is anyway.
He gets prosecuted by the Herringon for raising the ancestors.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault. The voices made me do it.
I'm sure like some of
Voices.
them would think that was fucking awesome and call you like
I can't wait for the moment that every single Harengon thinks Nurgash is actually super fucking cool and awesome. They're like, yo, this guy really gets it. And it's just Sweetgrass hating him from the background. Seething. They make Nurgash an honorary Harengon member.
Mm-hmm.
Then they made me their king.
Now we're family, Sweetgrass.
Ugh.
Well, Sweetgrass, I know Champignon's always said that we're like their grandparents. Now we're practically family officially.
She bites you.
I'm Nurgash Shell Drummer of Juniper.
Oh, God.
You start throwing up.
Nurgash of Juniper. That is so good. Oh my god, I did it. Oh no.
Nice bar background that you used on this comic.
Yeah, just search a medieval tavern.
Hell yeah.
I have time to draw backgrounds. Not right now.
Nah, fuck that shit. Cause draw background killed my grandma.
You get it.
Oh my god, dude, those
I love it.
cheeks!
Yeah, ponder those.
Whoa.
Under those orbs he's got hanging
God
there.
damn.
Oh yeah, my art.
Yeah, I was like waiting.
Sorry.
Like, where is it?
Bro, I need a sweet treat right.
I was looking at all my spells. I was like, what the fuck can I do here?
Just carry Sweetgrass away in your talons.
Turn into a giant owl
I
now.
could turn into a bigger bird, I guess.
You've seen the
Here's what you
giant
do.
owl.
You're gonna summon as many pixies as you can. as high up as you can. Then you're gonna, on their turns, you're gonna make them fly as high as they can and polymorph themselves into mammoths.
Whoa.
That's so
Fuck,
stupid.
that is so
Skyrim
fun.
shit.
And then they're gonna plummet 100, 120 feet, whatever it is, land on top of the Riken soldiers. Hopefully not on top of Sweetgrass.
He does the impossible Sweetgrass. Disclaimer.
I do have that necklace of fireball.
Don't use that.
Gonna kill the kid that you just spared.
Oh my
You're
god,
no
yes.
kidding.
Hey,
That would
he
be
chose,
so
he
funny.
chose his side. He chose his.
He doesn't know any better. Boy, stop yelling at me.
I mean, imagine you're fighting a war and yeah, you maybe don't really feel like it, but suddenly a rabbit lady appears out of nowhere and just says, "Go home." You're like, "Okay, this is not." I don't know, man.
It
I
was
don't
a
like
long
this.
shot. It was a long shot.
It was a long shot, but it was worth it, I guess.
I love these these Riken sonas.
I like the dog one.
I know. Little beard.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
And I love how
Hello.
Riken's like, "What did you say?" You
Sorry.
Nobody would ever say sorry.
just say sorry.
Too fucking close to Yeesh.
I miss LSD.
We'll never forget you.
She came, she served cunt, she died.
She did die.
Dude, what if you guys?
Is she dead? Chase?
Never mind.
Huh?
Huh?
Come on.
Is she out there somewhere?
Probably.
Fucking so many bitches?
was gonna say, what if you like get to the palisade around the officers' tent, and LSD's like nailed to the fucking gate post?
Holy
Fired
shit.
like a Caesar's Legion victim.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she's still alive. She's like, hello there. it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Rad art. That means I get to use this emote. Emoji.
Jenny art.
Oh,
Yay.
ew. That shit was
That is
Yeah.
great. Jenny is so good at pretending not to be drunk that I was just like, oh, they're fucking with me.
I was like, this bitch is so gone. This bitch is so gone.
I thought I was cooking to the
You
announcement
did.
of the
You
shoulders.
literally did.
Oh, fuck, so funny.
Holy shit.
We just need to like all meet up and do that.
So-
Please.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I love this dog.
So cute.
That's my sister. That's my sister.
That's my
Bald
fucking
head. Slaps that
sister.
bald head.
Slap.
Yeah, for real. I want to slap that bald head so bad. Like, ow, Champagne, why did you do that? No. Oh god.
Damn!
No, wait. She doesn't sound like that. She's like, ow. I need to get better at my dog impression.
It's just like annoying kid.
Just like annoying kid.
That's what dog sounds like.
Before a deadly sneak attack. She does that.
That's her fucking war crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for Champagne and Dog to try to assassinate this leader, and it's like they're like, all right, so Dog, Dog, you've done this 1,000 times. You're a cold-blooded murderer. This will be so easy. And it's like the most like brutal, like bloody, you know, like stabbing him over and over again.
He just won't die.
He won't die. He won't die.
Do we get there and it's one of Champagne's, I don't know, relatives.
Holy
Champagne's
shit.
like, oh man.
Why didn't you ask me if you could kill this one?
Great session. Great session.
Great session, GG.
Session.
Great session.
I miss Sir Hood already.
Sir Hood.
I should just rip that thing off.
Damn.
Disrespectful.
You would have been
Sorry.
struck down by the Dawn Father.
I can fix that.
No, you can't.
Nuh-uh, he's invincible. The strongest king that ever lived, so you can't.
He grows dragon
my-
wings and
Well, I
flies,
have,
okay?
I have a sword. I have a sword that cuts through invincibility. So
Yo, I have a shield that blocks invincible swords.
well, I have a wand that melts down any shield that I point it at.
My shield has resistance to that spell.
Well, I have a medallion that lets my wand ignore resistances.
Well, I'm taking my pants off and stroking it.
What's it?
Wow, he is.
You know.
That's kind of messed up that you would say that, Miles, because we're like pretending to be kids.
We were?
You
I
made
was
it,
just being.
you made it about kids.
Fuck!
Reversed.
Uno reverse.
Reversal! Whoa. Destiny 2 Echoes of Silver.
Don't say those words to me.
Destiny 2 Legacy.
No, stop! Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Akira! That's literally what it is right now.
I don't give a I was just reading what was on sale.
Yeah, well, words have power, so.